Allow this warm story to carry you to a place of calm and rest. Eerie and Clover in the Village. This story is about the enduring friendship between a girl named Eerie and a chipmunk named Clover in a peaceful village. In a quaint village nestled in a lush green valley, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Eerie. The village was known for its charming cottages and winding cobblestone paths. Eerie loved the peaceful life and often spent her days exploring the surrounding meadows and forests. One sunny afternoon, while wandering deeper into the woods, Eerie stumbled upon a little chipmunk. The chipmunk had a fluffy tail and was collecting nuts with great enthusiasm. Eerie approached the chipmunk slowly and extended her hand. "Hello, little one," she whispered. The chipmunk looked up with curious eyes and hesitated before coming closer. "My name is Eerie." "What name is yours?" she asked gently. The chipmunk chirped and somehow she understood. "Clover." "What a beautiful name," Eerie explained. From that day on, Eerie and Clover became inseparable friends. They spent countless hours together, exploring every nook and cranny of the village. Clover would sit on Eerie's shoulder as they visited the market, where the villagers sold freshly baked bread and handmade crafts. At sunset, they would watch the golden hues paint the sky by the village pond. One day, a storm came, and the once peaceful village was hit hard. The winds howled, and the rain battered the small cottages. The villagers were worried and gathered at the town hall to seek shelter. Eerie, however, was more concerned about Clover. She dashed into the forest, calling out for her little friend. "Clover! Clover!" she cried, her voice barely audible over the roaring storm. Suddenly, she saw a small movement under a large oak tree. There was Clover, shivering and wet. Eerie scooped her up and held her close. "Don't worry, we all get through this together," she assured. The two friends braved the storm and returned to the village hall, where the villagers welcomed them with relief and warmth. After the storm passed, the village came together to rebuild what was lost. Eerie and Clover helped in every way they could, showing that no matter how small one might be, everyone has a role to play. The village was restored to its former beauty, and Eerie and Clover's bond grew even stronger. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could face anything that came their way. Night fell, and the village settled into a quiet peace. Eerie tucked Clover into a small bed made of soft leaves beside her own. "Good night, Clover," she whispered. Clover squeaked in response, then both drifted into a serene sleep, knowing tomorrow was a promise for another adventure. The village remained a place of harmony and love, thanks in part to the enduring friendship of a girl and her chipmunk. The next story awaits, calm and kind. Buttercup and Primrose, a wholesome adventure. This story is about a girl named Buttercup and her best friend, a tiger named Primrose, as they share a magical and heartwarming adventure together in an enchanted forest. Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant forest, there lived a kind-hearted human named Buttercup and her best friend, a gentle tiger called Primrose. Buttercup had golden hair that shimmered like the sun, and her eyes sparkled with kindness and curiosity. Primrose, with her soft orange fur and wise green eyes, was the epitome of grace and strength. Every day, Buttercup and Primrose would set off on little adventures, exploring the wonders of their enchanted forest. One sunny morning, they discovered a hidden grove filled with the most beautiful flowers they had ever seen. The air was fragrant with the scent of blooming roses and lavender, and a gentle stream cascaded melodiously nearby. Buttercup leaned down to pick a flower, but Primrose gently stopped her with a soft paw. "The flowers are happiest when they remain here," she whispered. Buttercup nodded, understanding the wisdom in her friend's eyes. As they wandered further, they stumbled upon a family of deer who were struggling to reach some high branches laden with fruits. Buttercup and Primrose knew they had to help. Buttercup climbed onto Primrose's back, reaching the branches and gently tossing the fruits down to the grateful deer. The deer nuzzled them in appreciation before bounding gracefully back into the forest. At evening, as the sun set in hues of pink and gold, Buttercup and Primrose sat by a cozy fire they built. Buttercup began to sing a lullaby her mother had taught her, and Primrose rested her head on Buttercup's lap, feeling the soothing vibrations of the song. The stars twinkled brightly above them, casting a magical glow over the forest. In that serene moment, they felt an overwhelming sense of belonging and happiness. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could face anything. The lessons they had learned, and the kindness they had shared would always guide them. And so, under the watchful gaze of the moon, Buttercup and Primrose drifted off to sleep, dreaming of the next day's adventures and the endless beauty of their magical world. Here's another gentle story for you. Crocus and Petrea's Great Discovery. This story is about a boy named Crocus and his bear friend Petrea, who go on an adventure led by an old map and discover the true value of friendship and the journey itself. In a small, serene village nestled between rolling hills lived a joyful young boy named Crocus and a curious bear named Petrea. Crocus had hair the color of golden wheat, and his bright blue eyes sparkled like the summer sky. He was known for his kind heart and adventurous spirit. Petrea, with her soft brown fur and gentle demeanor, had a nose that could sense the hidden wonders of the world. The two were inseparable friends. One day, while wandering near the edge of the village, Crocus noticed an old, tattered map caught in the branches of an oak tree. His eyes widened with excitement as he carefully reread it. "Look, Petrea, a treasure map," he exclaimed. Petrea's ears perked up, and she sniffed the parchment eagerly. They decided to follow the map's trail immediately. The path led them through lush meadows, across sparkling streams, and into dense, mysterious forests. Along the way, they encountered various creatures. Wise owls who shared secrets of the woods, playful squirrels who guided them through tricky paths, and even a majestic deer that showed them the safest way through a marshland. Each encounter filled Crocus and Petrea with wonder and gratitude. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the landscape, they found themselves at the base of a towering mountain. According to the map, the treasure was hidden at the peak. Crocus looked at the steep climb ahead, and then at Petrea. "We can do this together," he said with determination. Every step they supported each other, Crocus pointing out stable rocks and Petrea using her strength to climb. The journey was tough with narrow ledges and gusting winds, but their friendship and mutual trust made them unstoppable. Finally, after what felt like hours, they reached the summit. There, under a pile of ancient stones, they discovered a chest. With trembling hands, Crocus opened it to reveal not gold or jewels, but a glowing seed. "It's beautiful," whispered Crocus, mesmerized by its light. Petrea sniffed the seed and let out a joyful growl, sensing its magical essence. Together, they planted the seed in the rich soil at the summit. To their astonishment, it sprouted immediately, growing into a magnificent tree with blossoms of every color imaginable. The tree's shimmering leaves and radiant flowers filled the air with a sweet, mesmerizing fragrance. Crocus and Petrea looked at each other and understood that their greatest discovery was not the treasure, but the journey and the unbreakable bond they shared. That night under the starry sky, they sat by their newly planted tree, feeling more connected than ever. As they drifted into a peaceful sleep, they dreamt of future adventures and the endless possibilities that awaited them. The village would later call it the Tree of Friendship, a symbol of the incredible discoveries that come from companionship and trust. Let's continue with a peaceful, gentle tale. Petunia and Snowdrop, the Garden of Friendship. This story is about a girl named Petunia and a butterfly named Snowdrop who embark on a magical journey to save their village's garden from drought using the enchanted spring of life. Once upon a time in a quaint village surrounded by lush green hills, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Petunia. She had a special fondness for nature and loved to spend her days exploring the vibrant meadows and fragrant gardens. One sunny morning, while admiring the blooming flowers in her favorite garden, she noticed a delicate butterfly fluttering near a rose bush. The butterfly had wings as white as freshly fallen snow, and Petunia decided to name her new friend Snowdrop. Efrako, a tiny and seemingly fragile creature, held a secret gift before she could understand human speech. As the days turned into weeks, Petunia and Snowdrop grew inseparable. They would wander through the village, discovering hidden groves and sparkling brooks, their bond growing stronger with each adventure. Petunia would share her dreams and aspirations with Snowdrop, and in return, Snowdrop would lead Petunia to the most magical spots in the garden. But one day, Petunia confided in Snowdrop about a big problem. The village was facing a drought, and the gardens were beginning to wilt. The beautiful flowers that once thrived were now struggling to survive. Petunia's heart ached for the plants, and she wished she could do something to help. Snowdrop flitted to the top of a tall sunflower and looked at Petunia with glowing eyes. She whispered that she might know a way to save the garden, but it would require Petunia's unwavering bravery and a journey to the heart of the enchanted forest. Without a moment's hesitation, Petunia agreed. The enchanted forest was a place of mystery and legend, said to be guarded by ancient creatures and filled with powerful magic. With Snowdrop leading the way, they embarked on their quest. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the air grew thick with enchantment. The trees seemed to hum with life, and the path glimmered with a soft, ethereal light. Suddenly, they came upon a clearing, where a crystal-clear spring bubbled up from the ground. Snowdrop explained that this was the spring of life, a source of pure magic that could revive the ailing garden. Petunia filled a small vial with the sparkling water, her heart racing with hope. On their return journey, Petunia and Snowdrop hurried back to the village under the twilight sky. Petunia sprinkled the magical water over the wilting flowers and parched earth. As if by a miracle, the garden began to transform before her eyes. Flowers blossomed with vibrant colors, their petals reaching for the sun, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of rejuvenation. The villagers rejoiced, their faces glowing with gratitude and admiration for Petunia and her loyal friend Snowdrop. From that day on, Petunia's love for nature deepened even more, and she continued to care for the gardens with a renewed sense of purpose. Snowdrop remained by her side, their friendship an unbreakable bond that brought endless joy and wonder to their lives. And so, in the quaint village surrounded by lush green hills, Petunia and Snowdrop's garden of friendship flourished, a testament to the magic of nature and the true meaning of friendship. Rest well, and may tomorrow be a bright new day.